Hi friends, it's Lorraine with Rags to Stitches USA. Today is Tuesday, October 1st. October 1st. Y'all, it's October and here in Georgia, I think it was 92, 94 degrees here. It is hot and this is October. It's not supposed to be this hot. So, pardon me for glistening. You'd think it's 8 o'clock here at night and you'd think I just got back from mowing the grass. And hubby and I had a discussion about, little side note here, hubby and I had a discussion about whether you say mowing the lawn or cutting the grass. And we live in the country, we cut the grass, we don't mow our lawn. So anyway, I had to giggle at that because we just talked about that the other day. Anyway, got off on a tangent there. So it's October. I'm trying to get in. Oh, hubby and I just got back from, we spent a little over a week in New England. And oh my goodness, it was glorious. It was beautiful there. Beautiful. The leaves were just turning all these beautiful colors and the weather was 30 degrees cooler there than it is here, and the countryside was just beautiful, and we got to go on hikes and eat some livestock, and it was wonderful. So I'm just gonna close my eyes and think about that instead of thinking about the 90-something degree weather that we're having here. But I do have some fun things to show you today. I'm gonna save the best, well, in my opinion, the best for last today. So be sure to stick with me all the way through. I don't normally make very long videos, so hopefully this one won't be long either. However, I probably do have more to show this time than what I typically do. So I will just get started right off the bat. I am participating in a round robin type of swap put on by Cheryl McKinney. We are doing the Acworth Friendship book by With My Needle, Ellen Chester, and I think I mentioned that in my last video. So this is one of the pages that I'm working on, and I didn't ask permission from the gal who owns this particular page, so I'm not going to use her name, but anyway, I'm only about half finished with this one, so that gives you an idea about the size of each of the pages, because you know it'll be turned under here where the back stitching is. So the book, the pages will be, you know, yay big. But I'm really excited about it. It's been a lot of fun. So this is the second page that I have worked on so far. The first one's already in the mail to its recipient. Some other things that I worked on since I last saw you was I'm doing the hands-on design a year of celebrations. I didn't bring the cover, so I can't show you that, but I know y'all have all seen all of them. So I don't have them fully finished, but I do have them finished. So this is September. I love that little owl. I think he is so cute. So that's September. And this is October. And I think I'm going to go back and change it a little bit because that ghost is holding up a sign that says boo, but you can't read the boo. So I'm either going to go back in and maybe backstitch the word boo or put it in a different color because you can't read it. So I will do that before I fully finish that one. So I'm working on November, but I didn't bring it in here. I'm not quite finished with it, but I'll show that in my next video. Another thing that I've been working on is Pumpkin Spice Farm by Hands On Design. That's a sweet one that I think I started this one maybe a couple of years ago. I don't remember, but I put in very few stitches on the pumpkin itself. So I drug that thing back out and I've been working on it a little bit. Now, y'all, I work in hand. I don't use a hoop. For most things, I don't use a hoop. Oh, I did work on something else that I didn't bring in here. Oh, anyway, side note. So my things get awfully wrinkled. I did try to press them out a little bit before making a video, but I didn't work on it real hard. So this is where I am right now on that. I still have a good bit of the top and bottom to do, but I got the middle part. No, I don't even have the middle part done. I thought I did, but I've still got the pumpkin vine to go. But anyway, that is Pumpkin Spice Farm by Hands On Design. Another one that I have been working on is, and I may not have brought that in, it's the Summer Schoolhouse series. Where is that? Well, I'm not sure where I put the cover to that. And I know y'all have seen that too, but I think I brought that in. Maybe I didn't. Okay. Anyway, this is the Lessons in ABCDarian. And I'm almost finished with him. I've just got a little bit more to go. This one has been really fun. Now this one I do use a Q-snap for because this is over 1. And I can't do over 1 in hand very well. So I can't see what I can't see what y'all can see. But that one has been a lot of fun. I do enjoy that one. So I should be able to finish that one this month. I'm sure I'll be able to finish that one this month. And here's another one that I will be able to finish. A moment, please. Sorry about that. This is In All Things Be Exceedingly Diligent, put out by Needlework Press, designed by my late friend Susan Richardson. And I have been holding off on finishing this one. I didn't want to finish it just yet, so I am really close to a finish on this. And I will finish that one this month and hopefully get it framed soon because I just love it. I've just got a little bit more to do right in here. And that's it, I think. So that one has been a lot of fun. I have enjoyed every minute of stitching this one. And then another one that I really have just started working on this. I'm supposed to be doing this as a stitch along with Sharon Worm, but I know that she has taken off and left me in the dust on this one because I just waited so doggone long to start this thing. I think she started hers in February. And I didn't. But this is my working copy here. This is the Strawberry Sampler by the City Stitcher. And that's what it will look like. And I typically start in the middle. That's just the way that's the way I started decades ago. And that's just what I feel comfortable with. But for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason I started in the bottom left corner this time, which is very unlike me. But anyway, so that is what it will eventually look like. And this is where I am right now. So I've just got that little bottom ABC stitched. So I guess it's, yeah, I've got from one side to the other, minus the border. So that's how wide it will be, basically. It's going to be big. I mean, this is the size of the piece that I've got cut. So that's going to be a fun one too. That house is going to be a little time consuming, but I think the border will go quickly. And words to me always go kind of fast. The house, I'll probably stay camped out in that house for a while. Probably. Let's see, what else have I worked on? I have been working on the Sarah Monday sampler by Threads of Gold. This is a horrible copy. This is a sampler that I found in a storage drawer after we moved into this house. I just found it a couple of years ago, actually. It had probably been in that storage drawer for, oh, mercy. Well, let's see. When did Threads of Gold come out here? I mean, when did this Sarah Monday come out? I don't see a date on it. But I think I bought this not long after it came out, and it's been in that storage drawer ever since. So, how this got stained up, I don't know, but it got stained in that drawer. And I don't really want to try to clean it yet. I want to wait until after I finish. It's not stitched on a hand-dyed linen, I don't think. It's a piece of mystery linen. I'm not even sure what it is, and I don't even really know what count it is. I want to say it's probably a 40 count, but I'm not positive. But it's all stitched in DMC, and so once I finish stitching it, I am going to try to wash it and see if these stains will come out. But my daughter, God bless her, I was telling her how sad I was that it had these stains on it, and I wasn't sure if they would come out. And she said, well, if they don't worry about it, Mom. That's just part of its story. That made me feel good, especially because it'll probably be hers or one of the kids one day. So I appreciated the fact that she just wasn't bothered by that. So bless her heart. So this is, it's a big guy. That's just the top half that you see there. And see this lovely stain? There's one there, and there's one over here. Oh, you might not be able to see that. The light's not the greatest. Anyway, so it's the Lord's Prayer up at the top. And then there are lots of different little motifs down at the bottom, which I have not really started working on yet. I started working on, putting Sarah Monday's name in there. But I started trying to finish the border to make sure that the border matched up, and hallelujah, it did. I finished the border up sitting at the airport the other day waiting for our flight home, and the border matched up. So then I just started stitching from the border up. So maybe I'll meet somewhere in the middle. But this one has a lot of fun motifs to work on. So that one will be a fun. I may work on this for my daily 30. I'm not sure, because I might be able to finish a motif during that 30 minutes. I'm not sure. But I will be working on this. This is one of my Stitch 9 challenge pieces. As a matter of fact, I think all of these that I've shown have been from my Stitch 9 challenge. If I'm not mistaken, I think maybe they have been. So I'm really going to push to try to get all of these done by the end of the year. So I'm going to chug on. I really think I can, I'm sure I can finish some of them. I'm not sure about that strawberry sampler. And Sarah Monday might be a challenge to get finished by the end of the year. We'll see. But let's see how much. Okay, one last thing that I have to show, my favorite thing that I have to show, is if some of y'all have been with me from the beginning, I had a piece that I have been working on for years. It was my car project when my children were little. I worked on it through soccer games and gymnastics and doctor's appointments and you name it. It lived in my car because it was a monochromatic piece. I didn't have to worry about changing flosses and all that. So it lived through a lot of sports activities and orthodontics appointments and you name it. But then there was a period of several years there where I'd put it up and just didn't touch it at all. And I brought it back out, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago, and decided it was time to give it some more attention and to finish it up finally. And so I actually finished it at the end of October of last year, mid-October last year. This was my journey piece last year. So I just got it framed, and I wanted to show it to you. I may have to, oh, it's a big one. I may have to stand up for this one. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I think you can see. Oh, you can see my ring light. There we go. Isn't it pretty? Ah, I just love her. So this was many years in the making, but just because I didn't work on it all that much. So I will give you a little closer look. And I was working on this piece last year at StitchCon. Not this past June, but the June prior, the very first StitchCon. And Julie McConnell was walking around from table to table talking to people, and she stopped and saw me working on this. And she encouraged me to enter this in the fair. And I said, I can't do that, Julie, because when I started working on this decades ago, I didn't know as much about cross stitch as I do now. That was, before Flosstube, and I did know to cross all my X's in the same way, but I didn't know about railroad, and there were a lot of things that I didn't know about. And so it's not the best work, but she said it didn't matter. But it was important that we get our pieces out in front of people and show them how beautiful cross stitch is. And I'd never really thought about it that way. So I decided that I was going to enter this in the fair this year. And so I did. I entered it in the North Georgia State Fair this year and came home with blue ribbon. Ta-da! However, I'm just going to go ahead and fess up now. There wasn't a lot of competition. And I don't mean that quality-wise. I mean quantity-wise. So while I'm very proud of this blue ribbon, I wish there had been more cross-stitch represented there. So I just want to encourage all of you to think about entering your cross-stitch in the fair. I had so many compliments on this piece, and I don't take credit for the beauty of this this piece. The beauty lies in the design, and I had nothing to do with that. I simply just stitched what was on the chart. It is a beautiful piece, and there are so many beautiful pieces out there that I think would encourage other cross-stitchers or other people to take up the craft. So I would encourage you to consider entering something in your fair. My husband and I kind of got a chuckle at some of the things that were entered, not necessarily craft things, but in the vegetable and the plants, and there were a lot of things that we could have entered and we just hadn't even thought about it. But as I said, we got a lot of comments and compliments on this piece, and I would love to see cross stitch better represented in our fairs. So Lynette, Homesteading on the Homefront, has a Facebook group, and I will try to put the link to that below because I can't remember the name of it. It had something about focusing on the fair or something like that. So if that's something you might be interested in or might consider, you may want to consider joining that group. I think she was trying to post some of the fair rules and guidelines for each state on that website. So like I say, I will try to put that link below. So oh, this was a chart by Perman of Copenhagen. And what was the name of it? I think it was the Virlande sampler. I think. I will try to put the name of that in the description box below as well. But anyway, one more look at her. She's a beauty, I think. I'm really proud. I'm tickled. So I can't wait to hang her up. So I am going to be heading off this weekend to stitch with some friends. I'm really excited about that. It's been a busy late summer, early fall for me, but I am looking forward to some cooler weather. I would say to some changing leaves here, but I'm afraid in Georgia all the leaves are just dying and falling off the trees. We have had such a drought. I'm afraid we're going to lose a lot of our dogwoods, and we really need rain and cooler temperatures. So I'm going to try to stay cool. Hope you do the same. Enjoy your stitching time, and I will talk with you soon. Bye for now.